Hey, what's up, man? We got Ebony Barksdale up in here. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know, she gonna break it down to you. She gonna let you know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? If you seen a previous episode of Free But Not Free, you know what I'm saying? We had the Barksdales on before. You know what I'm saying? She gonna let you know who her brothers and her nephews and her cousins and everybody is, right? She gonna let you know all that, right? So just understand that right now when Ebony's showing up, it's unscripted. We ain't don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? No timelines, we don't know restraints. We definitely are live, you know what I'm saying? We gonna kick it and do what we gonna do. So, Ebony Barksdale, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the show. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about
Appreciate it.
yourself. First of all, where you from? Because I want to know, mind you, this is my first time meeting you, my first time really talking to you. You know what I'm saying, on a forum like this, especially, right? Where you from? Because I know when it comes to the Barkdales, y'all got the home turf for like Oakland, California, the roots, but then Sacramento, G
Right.
Parkway is a part of it. So I break it down
So
for
I
us.
never did the G Parkway thing. I did live in both Oakland and Sacramento most of all my life, back and forth, because my mom was married to my dad, and so we were kind of back and forth from Oakland to Sacramento. My mom finally left my dad when I was about 13, so we moved to Castro Valley. From Castro Valley, Hayward, went to Hayward High. Did 1 year at Castlemont in a CTAP program because I was pregnant, and yeah,
What's CTAC? What's that? For those that don't know.
it was for pregnant girls, teenage pregnant girls.
Okay, okay. So what year was this?
I'm sorry, wait, no, yeah, 1998.
Okay, 98. So you OG in this shit then. So you
I
OG.
am.
So you OG in this shit, right? So like,
I am.
before we even get into that, I want to know like what was your upbringing? Like, so like you know the platform is free but not free. You know what I'm saying? It's about reentry, recidivism, it's about life stories. But like I was talking earlier when you was backstage, I was like saying to you like it's a lost perspective and a lot of it comes from the women, you know, that's left behind in the tribes when, you know, the fathers, the brothers, the sons, you know, most of the men, we go to jail, we die off, whatever it is that we do, and we feel like we fight these wars, whether it's bullshit, frivolous wars, or it's actually warrior shit, and we providing for the family. So, you know, when I welcome you to FBNF, when I welcome you to Free But Not Free, it's all about perspective, and I'd love for you to get that perspective on what you seen growing up, like how your childhood was, especially coming from a female perspective, growing up into a woman.
Right. Okay. So for me, my father he was in the home, but not in the home, if that makes sense. He was a hustler. I had a mom that worked, so he had multiple families. He
What that mean? You mean he had multiple
he
families? What does that mean? That mean
he
you
had
probably was
he had
gone?
multiple families. So I do have brothers, and my brothers have their own mothers, and so even with that, it's a lot because when you don't have an active father that's not bringing all the children together like that, you don't have that connection or
Right.
that bond like that how you should if you are all in one household. So like I said, my dad had three women, three baby moms. Two of them came first. My mom came last. I was the first child, the only girl
Okay.
out of six boys on my dad's side, one on my mom's side, and it was kind of rough. I'll say
Okay.
that it was just kind of rough.
Okay.
But look, from my perspective, I'll just say it like this: my dad, he was a good dad, but he wasn't a good. I would say he wasn't a good dude as
I mean, was you judging him like that when he was
far as
doing what he
being in a
was doing? Or you
relationship.
judging him like that now as a woman?
At that time, I didn't. At that time, there was no judgment. I mean, and it's still really no judgment at all. I don't fault neither him or my mom for for not being able to be the parents I need them to be. I'll say that. I've always gave them excuses. They are who they are. They did the best that they could do. So, and I just look at it like that in that perspective. But what I'm saying, he was hustling. He was in and out of jail. When he wasn't out of jail, he was hitting, and I never liked that hitting. So it made me feel some kind of way towards men. I'd be damned if a man hit me. Like, so, what I'm saying, we was going to war, and it happened a couple times, and niggas called the police on me.
Like, what you talking about? You talking about some gangster shit? Hold
Yes,
on. Hold
yes.
on.
And then I didn't want days.
Hold
You
on,
know
wait.
what I'm saying? Niggas
First of
don't,
all,
these niggas don't understand. You feel me?
okay, wait a minute though. How many brothers and sisters is it within the tribe?
It is 6 brothers, and then there are sisters like my dad raised, and it's two sisters, well 3 that my dad raised.
But
That
I'm talking about blood. We talking about biological.
biological is 7 of us all together.
So it's 6 boys and 1 girl.
Yes.
Oh, so you had to be a hitter. Let's unwrap that for a minute. Okay, look, so as the only girl in the tribe, right? You know what I'm saying? Trying to be into a woman. And shout out to my nigga Chuck. Shout out to Noon. Shout out to I'm sorry, you already know I know the crew, right? You feel me? Shout out to DB. Like you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Niche too. You know what I'm saying? You already know. I already know the family, right? You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody. But what was it like being the only girl? Just from what I understand, in a tribe full of wild childs.
Like I said, so at 13, my mom moved away, so I didn't come back around. So I didn't start coming back around to I had my first child, and I was 17 going on 18. And by then, like the dynamics of the whole family thing, like my brother and them, they was doing their own thing. Now they have a better bond with my brother on my mom's side. Like they kicked it, they was doing their thing. I just never, I guess I would say, I just like really never fitted in. Like, you know what I'm saying? They crowd was they crowd, and it wasn't for me.
No. I don't believe that shit. No. Look,
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's just what it was. I'm gonna have to say that it wasn't. I don't know. I was doing my thing. They were doing their thing. But like I said, my brother Mike, they always, you would swear that they was blood brothers and sisters. But my dad raised my brother since he was 3 months old. So
okay.
he's part of the tribe. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He calls my dad dad.
So I'm saying, so what type of adventure was going on? Like, since you got all boys, that mean you was protected at school, all that shit. If a nigga was popping off or something like that, you was popping off. But I'm saying, was you your own trouble though?
Was I no, I wasn't my own trouble.
Come on, bro.
See, no, I was not.
Okay.
Start trouble, but I was finishing it. We'll say that. And growing up in school, it was just like me and my brother on my mom's side. Chuck had lived with his grandma on his mom's side. Noonie was just like really a wild child. He was in the streets. Besides my little brother DeVale, but all of them are under me. I'm the oldest.
Okay. Oh, so you was the firstborn.
Yes, I'm the firstborn, the only girl. Yes.
Okay. So you was damn near the boss.
I mean, that's what they would say.
Right, I'm telling you. So that means for sure you probably was spearheading bullshit movements. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as you said.
No, but as far as bullshit movements, no. But my thing was, like I said, with growing up with my dad hitting and stuff like that, I just didn't tolerate that. And I didn't have respect for men. So I had to grow into, getting out of that and healing and choosing different type of men. Because first I'm like, Lord, why does you keep on bringing me these type of guys? The more I ran from the type of men that my dad was, the more they was coming at me.
So you talking about hood niggas? You talking about the thugs?
Yeah. I guess
okay,
you can that. Yeah.
So you saying basically that, like, and no disrespect in the terminology I'm using, right? But you saying basically niggas that it's cool when we lay down, but when it comes to the kids, they might not be solid niggas.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Say that.
Plus it was teenage years, you said it was like teen pregnancy, right? And that's a whole nother perspective, right? So, but at the end of the day, whatever you had to heal from, you also were probably making bad decisions as a young lady.
Well, yeah. So when I was making babies for me. I didn't care about the man. I didn't want the man. And that was bad for my kids. So I had to apologize to my kids for that because it was just like I wanted something that was going to love me unconditionally. Like I said, the upbringing was off. Like even like me and my mom had a bad relationship because she was mad because she thought that having me would have changed the man, but you already knew the man. He told you who he was, and you still chose that.
Okay.
And so it was one of those kind of stories. So when they broke up, I was like the tug of war, the little knot. So he mad because she left. She mad because he won't leave the other women alone. And so I'm just in the middle, stuck, trying to figure out life.
Okay, so you basically transferring a lot of that energy to other people, right? You know what I'm saying, right?
No,
I'm just saying. No, I'm saying. Like,
No, I promise you. No, you can't say that. I'm not agreeing to that.
Okay, we in the light state of mind. I'm saying that I'm not saying this to press you. I'm just saying that you made some decisions that was questionable. I ain't gonna lie to you. You just saying some shit like you basically was looking for something to love you unconditionally is like really fire in a sense. It's misguided, right? Like I was just talking about my partner, my business partner, Cal Wood. We was talking about villains that be having like Batman villains, like Bane, and if you ever watch like show to be a villain, they have a perspective. It might not be it might not be what the majority believe, but have perspective enough to gain a following to do some villainous shit, right? So I'm saying, and I'm not saying you're a villain. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, you got a perspective that I just wanted someone to love me unconditionally. That's like I can feel you on that. I can empathize. You feel me? I can empathize, right? But you might have chose slime ball, worthless ass, and no shade to the baby daddies. My bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that, like, you might have chose some men that weren't really worthy of who you become today.
Oh, definitely not. I mean, definitely not. I mean, and still those type of men will try to shoot their shot, but I know that's the past me, and I would never.
Okay, in the past shoots, that's a dope segue. I mean, from what I understand, I mean, I don't really know much, but I mean, I feel like you was setting the block on fire sometimes. I feel like you was going through some shit. Have you ever been incarcerated? You ever been detained? Been in jail? Ever been a part of some shit where a nigga thought it was this, but then you had to show him it was something else?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's
Absolutely.
talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Which one? Okay. So no, I was talking about that's like
Right,
baby daddy.
right.
So
Let's talk about it.
one day we were just having, we weren't even together no more at this point. I don't know. He was in my car one day. My god sister had left her little EBT card in my car, so he kept calling me, asking me personal information about her, and I'm like, ask her, ask her. He trying to make it like his friend want to know all these things, but he really trying to figure out her PIN number. So for me, I'm like, you all trifling ass nigga. She's on welfare. Like, why would you take her stuff? So eventually, I had she had called me, asked me about it. Was it in her car? So then I went up to him like, yo, bitch ass nigga, why would you want to steal her stuff? And blah blah blah. So we going back and forth, and it ended up into a fist fight, and we were fighting. At that time, I think I was a dental assistant, so I'm outside of my scrub. He pulled my scrub off. He pulled my top off. We still fighting. Then I was like, I said, yo, bitch ass nigga, watch, you gonna be dead just like your uncle. And so then he pulled my pants off. So now I'm just in panties and bra outside. This is about 9 o'clock at night. I call my brother. He don't do nothing.
Which brother?
He bring me the piece instead of him doing it.
Wait, which brother is
He
this?
bring me the piece. So I don't see the baby daddy, right? So now I'm searching for him like I was a strong time nigga. So I'm like, I'm gonna get this nigga. Nigga, you had me outside in my panties and bra. You got me fucked up. And that's what it was. So then one day I finally seen him, caught him, got in the car. He was on 96. From 96, we got on the freeway, went through got on 580, went through Dublin, Livermore, hopped on, went through Concord, got off in Concord. It was traffic too. And I know this guy was nothing but with me. So we get off, we get back on. Him and his friend is in the car. And when we getting back on, and I thought it was on lock. And I'm like, yeah, bitch ass nigga. And all you just see was the window bust, and they do like this.
Right. And you thought the safety was on. You thought.
I did. I swear. I really swear. Yeah.
Right.
And so I was just really showing it, brandishing it. So then after that, so we go. So now we still on. What's that? 680 going through Benicia. We go across the Benicia Bridge. He pull over. He go to the gas station. So he like, bitch, you going to jail now, bitch? Oh, you going to jail? Like, go fuck. I'm hot now. On top of that, you was been a deadbeat dad. It's like, so you want to be a deadbeat dad? You might as well be dead. That was my. And so
Wow.
So now we done did a whole full circle. Now we back in West Oakland. So we in West Oakland. We get to his mom. He park at his mom's house. He run in the house. His mom come on. Ebony, I'm not giving you nothing. You should have taught your son better. You want to be a deadbeat dad? You might as well be dead.
You went to jail for that?
I did 101 days. But let me tell you, so his friend never did that. So he lied. So he had this girlfriend at this time. She lied. They changed the whole story. They said that they were coming from San Francisco. They were coming from San Francisco, and I just came up out the blue like Spider-Man or Batman and seen them on the freeway and was going back and forth with them. Now, mind you, she's saying she was in the passenger side. I'm in the driver. My passenger window rolled up, but I'm cussing and fussing and calling them bitch motherfucker. I'm saying all this different stuff. So, when I'm going to the court, I'm like, look, all y'all got to do is get the recordings from off the bridge. If this is supposed to happen at 5:00 on the bridge. They never did it, a black person. Okay, they got them one. So I never. Right. They wanted to give me a shooting inhibit dwelling, all this old crazy stuff. I'm like, I'm not taking that. Where's the gun? Like all this stuff. So he was like, man, you might as well just go ahead and take it. I'm not taking nothing. I said, what I will do, I'll take probation. I get this off my record after my probation, in time served. He was like, they're not gonna do that. I said, yes, they are, because they want a case. They don't really have one. Right. And so he like, all right, well, we gonna go to recess and then come back. I was like, okay. So we come back. He was like, it must be the Lord must be with you or something, because they took it. I said, I know they was gonna take it. Otherwise, we was gonna take it all the way to the box.
So basically, you was a savage. I mean, that's what I'm hearing.
It just, and it's in me.
No, I'm just saying, because a few minutes ago you was making it seem like shit was sweet. I'm just trying to figure out what you are, because you've been kind of cold switched right now.
No, it is sweet. It's just something. So after all that, right, I'm like, Ebony, where did you get this from? Because like I said, I didn't grow up in that type of environment, besides the violence that I seen with my dad, with my mom. Like, we lived in nice neighborhoods, like never lights off, no, always have food. Like I didn't grow up in that type of environment, so I didn't really understand it. But then come to find out, like my mom was that same way, and no one ever said anything until I got grown.
Right, the crazy shit running the family. That's what you're saying.
Right.
So now you blaming mama. Come on, bro.
Blaming mama, not at all. Not at all. Blaming nobody. My actions was my action.
Because I'm just saying though, because you the oldest. You feel me? I'm saying, now that I look at DB and Chuck and them, Chuck, man, you feel me? We know Big Sis was really the one. I ain't gonna lie to you. Just my ear.
I was not really the one.
My ear to the street though, a nigga heard you was the one. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, nigga, my ear to the street. I ain't gonna,
No. See, that gets people in trouble. I was not the one. No.
That's just a fact report. No, I'm saying you was, okay, look, we gonna segue to this. Look, so we talked about you did 101 days, right?
Uh-huh.
Is that all the time you ever done in your life?
No, there was others. But that was just like 2 days or 3 days. Like I had to bail out. Okay,
man. So you belong on Free But Not Free. Recidivism is your shit. Like you know what I'm saying, right?
Well, that's why it's the whole pathway, the whole foundation, where we're gonna get this stuff situated where people don't have to no longer do these things. When you're living in survival mode, you do things accordingly.
Right, look, we're gonna get to that. But I do want to ask this, but no, we're gonna get to that because you got a book. You know what I'm saying? Just like we understand, it's like, look, I mean, just go look at her IG, look at her Facebook, man. It's all positivity now. I'm rocking on her because I'm a history buff, and other than I don't fuck Christopher Columbus 7 Seas and fake ass Thanksgiving, I like real history. You feel me? What I'm saying, right? So
you don't want real history because I was trying to give it to you, and you just want to go where you want to go. So I'm
give it to me.
Just go with your flow. No. Go ahead.
Yeah, give it to me.
We going with your flow.
Nah, hell no. I shut the fuck up. No, give me the real history. I want the real history. Go ahead.
Oh, we done.
I want to know the real history.
That is, I told you, I was trying to go on a timeline, as far as me, from what I remember in my growing up and how those other situations came about.
Okay, what other situations?
We don't need to talk about the other ones. We talk
about. Okay, so see, you don't want to give me the history. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to.
It's not no other situation. I just told you, like I said, with the way my dad was with women, it just I didn't have respect for no men, and I wasn't finna let no man
It made
disrupt
you a savage, and you didn't give a
it.
fuck.
No, but and not at first. Oakland made me a savage. When we moved here,
Oh,
when
town
we
business,
moved to
town business.
Oakland at
Yes.
13, right. So I was Sacramento bound at that time. So I'm just a square. I don't know. I didn't know no better. I felt like I was sheltered. So coming to Oakland at 13, I started hanging out with my cousins and my stepsister. Like they was a little bit older, like 2, 3 years older.
Okay.
They messing with older men. They would with all the men with the cars and the bumping. So I tried it, but that wasn't for me either. So it's just like, okay, where do you fit in at this point? But then then you start messing with
Sidebar.
people.
Was you one of the girlfriends at the school? 'Cause I used to think I had little girlfriends at the school. She really my bitch at the schoolhouse. But when that nigga pull up in front of the school on things, right, with a full beard, look like that nigga just got out. I'm talking about she was
He
not
didn't
my
have a
girlfriend
full
at the
beard though.
school.
He had a baby face. Like he had a baby face. He was
I'm just
he was his
asking you.
age.
But I'm asking you, was you one of the ones at school? You was the girlfriend, but at the school when the nigga pulled up on things, was that you?
I did have a older he after the fact, about a couple years down the line, found out he was older. He told me he was 18 and he was not. He was really 20, 23, 20, yeah, 23. I
Okay,
think that was
my
about
mama was 16, my pops was 22, so he was at the high schools too. I'm
yeah.
just saying, this
But it wasn't
shit.
from the high school. I met him just walking down the street, and he had to stop, turn on the
Right.
radio, and drive by.
Don't act like you from the town, no, don't act like you from the town, right? So look, I want to ask you this is what I want to ask you, right? So look, from the woman's perspective, right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, we talk about your brothers, we talk about pops. Shout out to Chestnut, right? What is it like? What was it like to see the men, even though you big sis, because that's a different perspective too. When you see him falling off and falling back, like what like you know what I'm saying, whether I don't think nobody like I don't think nobody rest in peace, but what did it feel like for them to like catch cases and be incarcerated?
Uh, I can't really say. Like I said, the bond. I love my brothers to death, and I wish we had a closer bond. So that's all I can. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, we all
I
come
think
from.
we need you to go
I
deeper than
wasn't
that.
around like that. When I left, when when my dad and my mom was together, the only brother that was there was like DeVille, and that's the youngest brother. My mom like basically took care of him. The Chucky, he was living with his grandma in Oakland. Noon, he was living with his mom, but he was out doing his own thing. Like I said, when my dad had these broken homes, he didn't bring his kids together where it caught that bond. When Chuck moved to Sac, you know what I'm saying, and then it was a whole G Parkway thing. They had their brother bond. It was never
Right.
the brother and sister bond type
Okay.
situation. So that's what I can't. I don't know what. I don't know how to
Well,
answer that.
it seemed like a sensitive topic, right? Just honestly, right? It seemed like I don't know if it's sensitive or not. I mean, if it's not, do what you do. I told you, I'd rather you just be natural and
Yeah,
everything.
no,
Right?
but I wish we had that a better sister and brother bond. I do. People just fuck up, and I don't blame nobody. At the end of the day, at this point, I just feel like us being adults, we should be able to come together regardless of how our mamas may have felt in the situations. Our daddy not doing his job. We should be able to come together
But what do you think the rift is like when you say that as big sis? Like, what do you feel like the rift? Because when you said we're not that close, I mean everybody pushing about 50 right now. Like the people that's like, you know what I mean? Our
right,
generation. If you ain't 50, you 40. You feel me? You know what I'm saying, right?
right.
Who is the person in the family that bring everybody together that don't beef with nobody, right? Like, and I said,
Well, that person is gone. Like it was my auntie Keisha. Like she was the one that would have all the family gatherings, that would do all the things, and that's a whole nother thing of with the family dynamics. Like I never just understood, like how do we, as a family, why do we have to the word I want to use? Why are we comparing and competing with one another? Like we're a family, and we got a lot of smart people. We got a lot of people with creativity. If we came together as one, the Parkdales would be, man,
Well, I'm gonna tell
it'll
you
be
something,
like,
right? I'm gonna tell you something just from an outside perspective, just what I know about people like us, period, right? You know, with everything that you said, that's true, but we also got a lot of pain and a lot of hurt, and
yeah,
sometimes people don't know how to heal. And one thing about like black people, for as cool and hip and dynamic as we are, sometimes it's difficult for us to go, hey, you know what, sis, man, my bad for when I did this or didn't do that. And sometimes it's big sis, and I'm big brother, and I'm the oldest brother. And sometimes it's on us to go, hey, you know what, man, fuck that. I don't even want to, let's not even address it. Let's just start over, right? So I'm
right.
not saying, and I'm saying this even if it's not your fault, whoever fault it
Yeah,
is, whatever.
but it's no strife between none of us or nothing like that. It's just not a really close bond. Like if we had a function, I see them. I mean, they embrace me with long, hard, tight hugs. Sis, they love me. So you know what I'm saying. It's not that. It's just like it's not that family bond. Like it say if we all grew up under the same roof, and it was
Right?
like this is your sister, you gotta protect her.
It's not like that, like random, like it's 6:55. Sis, where you at? I'm about to pull up.
No,
Right. You probably got to start the trend. And like I'll say to you, like as a man who's like trying to navigate and figure out like the landmines of life at 48, right? I'll figure it out a lot. I got a pretty good head on my shoulders now. But coming from where I came from, I'm still trying to navigate and figure out the stupid shit, right?
but we
Like the
always
stuff
gonna
that
do that though, right? We
right.
gonna always
But
gonna be down.
I'm saying that humility, true humility is like saying something or doing an overt act with somebody and not feeling nothing. I could tell you I'm sorry, but I don't go home later and be like, man, fuck that. I don't, man, that bitch ass nigga. I don't feel nothing from it. True humility is, hey, I meant that, I said that. Even if you don't accept it, so what? I'm good with it. You feel me?
Right.
Right? And I'm saying as shout out to Nish, you feel me? Tapping in, telling me, look at my beautiful sister, you feel me? Right? You know what I'm saying? I know, right? And that's what I mean, right? So it's like when I'm just saying, if I was a surgeon and I'm like doing surgery, and I'm looking at, I didn't touch a few points of your bloodline. I'm talking about actual biological and adopted. Everybody got love. So if that's the case, ain't no excuse to try to make sure that shit is whole. And I like, see, when I thought you was the middle child, like I was even give you the pass as the only girl. But now that let you big sis, man, ain't no way you get a pass. This on you. This on
What?
you. You gotta make it happen. You gotta mend fences. Listen, you got a book coming out. You talking about healing. You saying all the right shit. You spitting the shit to the media, to the gram, to all that. To even when I'm like on my dark days, I'm like, you know what, man? Maybe life ain't that bad.
Life ain't that bad. It's not.
Right.
And like I
So
said,
it's
I mean,
crazy.
everybody doing their thing, and and life be life, and I understand that. But like some of the questions you asked me, I just couldn't answer them because, like I said, that bond was not there from us being little like that. The only one would be like my little brother, because he was around my mom, basically, raised him until she left when I was 13. And then when I
So
left at 13, I didn't come back around till 17, 18. But they all, like I said, they always embraced me with the love, my big sister. So
right. So look. Let's combine it. So we just had Nisha tap in, right? We got
mhm.
Chuck, your brother. We got like they crime ring, whatever the fuck they was doing, yeah, allegedly. Niggas done time for it, right? Allegedly, right? You know what I'm saying? Whatever they had going on, right? When you was sitting in the moments and the money was flowing and what was doing, whatever they was doing,
I wasn't around. I
what was
wasn't
you
around.
doing?
I was had my own family. I wasn't around. I didn't see any of that stuff. I wasn't around. I wasn't at the parties and none of that stuff. I was not around. I told you, my brother from my other mother, I mean, from my mother, that was their thing, with the whole Mac Dre and all that. That would never, it wasn't my type of party. Like, I never really did drugs. I never really smoked. I was more of a
Why you just,
peace.
hold on. Why you just when you say Mac Dre, you start talking about drugs? Listen, bro.
No, no. I'm just saying, but my brothers, them, they was popping pills, and they was
Right.
drinking. They did their thing. I don't know. It kind of bypassed me. Like my kids
Right.
drink, my kids smoke. So you know what I'm saying? It just for me, for whatever reason, it just bypassed me. I
Okay.
maybe because I seen growing up, my mom them drinking and smoking and what it did, but I just never cared for it. When I did drink, like I started at 25, and my drink is too minimum.
Right. And I ain't gonna lie, my pops taught me how to sell crack. My mom's was on dope and drank, my grandma, and I was like, I ain't never getting high. And then once I reached a certain age, smoked some weed, I was like, just like them. You feel me? I'm saying, not no crack though. That's how. You know, and you,
Yeah, so my addiction at that time, I think it was more so anger and not knowing how to channel that anger. But
you
once I
seem like you
understood
a
what was
little angry
going
on
on,
the show. No, you seem like, I ain't gonna lie, you seem real serious sometimes. I mean, like just, no, I'm saying like, media is crazy. When I just be looking, I'm like, man, look like she be tripping. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right? You know what I'm saying?
and see,
No,
and that's
I'm just
crazy.
saying.
You know what? But all my life, that's how people been. I can walk in somewhere, and then, once the ice is broken, they be like, "Oh, you cool? I thought you was a straight bitch." I'm like, no,
Right,
I'm
right.
not.
No, I didn't say a bitch now. You said that. I ain't at that point. I'm just saying it seemed like you might
No,
run a
I'm just
strict.
saying.
It might seem like you might run a strict program. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm
I
saying?
did. So I learned how to loosen up. I did. I was that way. I mean, and I had to learn that just with my kids because it can push a person away. So you got to kind of live life a little bit. So in my 40s, close to 50, I'm learning that. You know
You
what I'm
get you
saying?
get you
That,
get it together.
but I'm not
Finally,
going
right? Look, and Nisha Nisha in the comment facts, true queen of the Barksdale family. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? See, look, see, my thing is right. This is my thing. This is my thing, right? Wherever I'm at with it, just in life, just for us, just to give you something, right? You know, when we grew up, it was matriarchs and patriarchs of the family. When you just gave an analysis of your family when you first started off, even though Papa was a Rolling Stone, you had no judgment because it was just your dad, and all you cared about was
I still
love.
don't.
Right, but all you
He's
cared
just
about
not
was
the type of
love.
man that I would want to.
But all you cared about was love and when I'm gonna see you again, right? And you know the matriarchs and patriarchs of the family, like especially when we was kids, our generation, right? That shit meant something. It meant that even if you disagreed with whatever they was on, you respected it. It
Right.
means when your parents told you was going to auntie house or whatever, you was going, nigga. I don't give a fuck what they from. If you gotta sit at that plate and not drink that juice till you finish the whole plate, nigga, that's what we like. You own that over there. I'm not gonna defend it or nothing, nigga. That's what we own. That shit is lost. So my thing be like when a lot of times I don't even know if you watch all my shit. I always talk about freeing the slaves. I always talk about freeing the slaves, right? And in my world, I feel like it starts with each one teach one. And you can't really teach nobody nothing if it ain't no
Right.
leader within your own tribe. Most of the youth
Right.
nowadays don't got no big homies. And wasn't no older niggas in the hood that set the turf, the block, whatever it is, right? Wasn't no older niggas in their generation that was like, look, we ain't on that. This the rules. If they were their grandma, give them a pass. We on this with money. Ain't none of that, right? So what I would love for us to get back to is the moments when we can sit with our people, first with ourselves, and go, you know what? What do we need? What do we need? Like,
Right.
like from the babies, if they grown or not, right? When we talk about humility, we talk about transparency, we talk about financial literacy, we talk about recidivism, we talk about all these things that we've been through as a tribe, as black people, as slaves, because you know, more
Right.
than Africans, we all slaves in the sense of whatever the fuck we got going on daily, right? Following America, whatever they lose is all. I ain't gonna go too deep, but I'm saying we all a part of a chemistry experiment that really ain't ours. We don't know our own history. Your kids go to school, they learning about shit that's not true history. We don't learn about ourselves. We learn 4 quarters equal a dollar. But we don't know what to do with the dollar. All that is against us. We work a 9 to 5, basically to slave and be mad about it and pay. You know, like you already know. I ain't telling you that you don't
Right.
know, right? Right. So I'm saying that I'm asking you, especially somebody that's enlightened. At least I feel like you enlightened, right? What do we do to get back to square one to at least that we got the respect of our elders enough to listen to where even if it don't resonate
But
today, we can get it
I think
tomorrow.
the elders. Hold on, my this about to die.
I see you back there, little bud. Do your thing. You feel me?
Get out of here! I told you. You know, I think that's where the ball, like, I think that's where the ball dropped at with the elders. So now it's my generation that has to change it. Like, we have to start healing. We have to start looking at things from a different perspective. So I just feel like for me, I'm that chain breaker. So I wanted to heal, like, but you would have to want to do these things. You know what I'm saying? You can't. It starts with you in the mirror.
Right.
So for me, it starts with me, and I, as I start analyzing my life and the choices I made when I was younger to now, you know what I'm saying? I had to do a lot of apologizing to my children because I put them in certain situations with with the either with going to jail, with choosing the type of fathers, because now it was still that generational thing going on. You
Right.
guys still didn't have that type of father that y'all needed. And you need both kids. I mean, you need both parents, you know. And
Yes.
so for me, like I said, I was 13 figuring out life. I had to figure out about credit. I had to figure out about all these different things. Even though I had a mama and a dad, and I didn't learn that from them. I didn't. All these things I had to learn on my own. And so I taught my children that. I put them on my credit cards. Look, this credit is what's gonna help y'all. But you know, you guys have to want things in life. Like
Right.
we run up
Right.
shit. Christmas time. You know what Christmas? We was going in the stores having to get our own shit. So,
Right.
you know,
And but see, look,
that's just the background.
no,
That's
no, but
just
look,
what it was. You know what I'm saying? Having to
no,
go out
no,
there, you wanted it, you was gonna put it in the basket, roll up out of there. You got caught, then he gonna be like, "Can I tell you don't do this?" You know what I'm saying?
so you saying
It was a crazy. That's why I say surviving the Barksdales. I mean, I love my family, and I don't change it because I wouldn't be who I am today if I did not experience the things that I've experienced out there.
Nah, you deserve to spit your perspective. I know the bros gonna love it no matter what. One thing, like at least what I'm seeing from the outside looking, it seems like it's always support when it comes to this media shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So you deserve it, and like because remember, I seen you putting together a book, and I was like, I had thought it was completed. I ain't gonna lie, right? It might be completed now, right? And then when you was putting it
I
together,
got two more chapters to go.
Let's talk about it because, like, for the free but not free for the FBNF Media like thing, because I'm like, if you see, I do some shows that's not necessarily. I'll try to make it what I'm on, right?
No, my
But
kids always putting. I'm like, I'm gonna share. I'm gonna share this, but I'm like, I can't share it.
I know, no, I get it.
People be
No,
coming on. I be getting the little messages in the back. They be like, I come here to get some encouragement. I'm like, I know, guys. I said, but I am trying to be supportive.
right? Look. See, you on the mailing list though. It's a mailing list. I got 20
Right.
tags in the story. You on the mailing list. It's only 20 of y'all. But I swap motherfuckers out. If they ain't fucking with the movement, I swap niggas out. You feel me? Like, but I'm saying that I just know that, right? When it comes to stuff like that, I know that it's in you, and a lot of times we be in media and we talking to people that we don't know. No, don't the people that it resonates with that we don't know usually be our biggest supporters, right? And then sometimes you forget about the tribe because the tribe don't really fuck with you like that. Like the tribe see you,
Right.
but they don't interact with what you got going on. It's hurtful, and I'm telling you, I'm a man that you see me every day. This is what I do,
Yeah. I mean, I
right?
don't know. I just don't look at it. For me, when it comes to that, I know that I'm planting the seed. And it's
Right,
not for me to allow that seed to grow. If it people watching, they might not like, they might not comment, they might not do that, but they watching.
right,
Because the moment that I stop posting, you know, I get messages. Oh, you know, you changed my life, or today I was having a hard day. Keep on going. Don't stop, or why you stop. So, you know, for me, it doesn't even matter about the likes or who's supporting and who not. So I mean, it's more so who's supporting. I don't care who's not.
okay, bet,
That
okay,
doesn't
I feel
phase
that.
me no type of way.
No, get your shit on. No,
Somebody gonna watch. If only one, each one teach one. If I can save one,
And shout out to George Jackson, man, the teacher. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Black August right now. There's a lot of shit going on. When you say each one teach one, steel sharp and steel, I was raised on that shit. Like, when I was forced to read chapters of books and memorize shit. If I didn't do it, nigga, it was over when I was in the penitentiary, a young nigga. So I had to figure that shit out. But I would love for you to segue into the book, though. Like, you know, I know it ain't done, but let us know what it's about. So we can know, like, we talk about your history. I try to ride on you. You feel me? I try to ride on you a little bit. We know about your history.
I know you did, but it's okay. It's okay.
Let us
know. So I mean, just with just my background and my history, and things that I went through. I started a women's group, Women Reset, Rise, and Rebuild. So just resetting in your mindset, resetting from trauma, situations that may your past mistakes and things like that, and just rising and rebuilding yourself, because your mistakes is not who you are. And so it is a 14-day workbook that I'm doing. Eventually it's going to veer off into some other stuff. I do want to write I Survived. I just don't know where to get started on that one, but this is just more so helping with the talking about survival mode, your nervous system, how that communicates with your immune system, which causes autoimmune diseases, and faith-based, basically how to cope with everyday life.
Right, and when you said a workbook, let's break that down. You mean like, so the book is interactive, so I can hold it in my hand, but I could like let's break that down.
Yeah, so it's gonna be an ebook, but it's also gonna be an actual physical book as well. And
when you say
it has questions in there. It has like you said, it's interactive. There's a lot of things that you have to do. Like it talks about drinking plenty of water, getting rest, breathing techniques, and there's other different exercises that's in there.
Right, and you know what? I'm a dude that like I retain information better when I'm highlighting in the book, or I'm writing. Like, you know what I'm saying, when I'm writing or highlighting in the book, I'm still like I'm OG, so I like the book to be in my hand. The e-readers and shit, they cool, but it seems like it's forever. With the book, I like to see how much work I'm putting in on it, right? Plus, I like to write and keep notes in my book, so I like that on some. And like a lot of stuff that seem like it's out of style at one point comes back, and we as OGs look like, nigga, we was doing that. Y'all back on that? So everything come full circle, right? So it sounds like to me like it's a wellness book. And as a man, personal training, shout out to Dub, gonna get his certificate this fall, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about in the third person, like I ain't talking about me. But like, shout out, I'm about to get my shit right. Wellness. And for people that don't understand or know what wellness is, like for the novices of the world, we need more of that. It's almost like fellowship when you in the Lord scripture, the Bible, the Quran, whatever. Fellowship is what you do when you bind with your other brethren or sisterin, and whatever it is that you like to do. And if you got a wellness book, and we could it's almost like the 5 Love Language book by Gary Chapman. Right. And the book was dope because you could get it and you could be with your girlfriend, your spouse, your significant other. We could talk about the love, we could take a quiz. So it kind of made it fun. It made it feel like that. Is that kind of like what you were shooting for with this book?
Not really. It was just more so being a little having that interaction, so that you're not just reading, you're not just collecting information, but you're actually putting forth action to it.
Right.
Because, I mean, a person can read all day, but if you're not putting forth the action to actually doing it and consistently doing it, there's not going to be a change. You can read 1,000 books, but if you're not using the knowledge that you read, you just read.
Okay. Break that shit down then. Break it down. break that shit down.
Not only be a reader of the word, but be a doer of the word. So that's
so let me know the word then. So we talk about the words. I heard you mention spirituality and God. You know what I'm saying, here and there. I also follow your pages too. Where you at with that? How you feel about it? What's your stance on that?
For me, I feel like God been with me all my life, even before I knew him. So I didn't know, like, I didn't grow up in a church or anything like that. So when what was that, 2005, when I went down for my baby dad, I picked up that word. I picked up the Bible, and that's what got me through. And from there on, I've just constantly, continuously stand on his promises and his word, no matter what. Even those moments that I fall, I'm like, all right, Lord, I failed. Or even if I'm feeling angry and I might want to do something, like, Lord, this is only a test. You already know me. You know me. You know me because you created me. You knew me before when I was in my mom's womb. So you already know me. So I need you to either make me go to sleep or remove this anger.
Okay, you feel me? Because you seem like, you know what I'm saying, you got some demons, but they slayed.
But
Now look,
no, yeah, they gone. You know
they
what
no,
I'm saying?
I'm saying,
And I
see,
get,
that's what
I
I'm
ain't
saying.
gonna say they gone, but I do get tested a lot. Like when I first moved here to Vegas, my baby, she don't do nothing. My youngest baby, she was at a park. It was a bunch of kids, and they jumped her and her friend. And so me watching those videos, I wanted to get everybody. I wanted to go to their mama's
Yeah,
house, burn it down. I was gonna do some stuff because I'm looking
yeah.
at my baby and it's boys and girls. My baby on the ground and they kicking and they fighting it. I'm like, oh hell no, where they at? And so I'm like, Lord, I cannot go to jail. I'm done with like I told you, like this was it. And actually, he's like, if you don't get control of your anger, this is where you're gonna be. I had a dream and I seen the whole prison. I seen the bunk beds and the women.
Right.
Oh, this is not where I want to be. That's not for me. I don't like it.
I'm not gonna lie to you, right? This synergy right here, right? My thing is, I always say that I'm not a gangster or a thug. I might be thuggish sometimes, but I'm not none of that no more. I don't want to be in a room full of gangsters. I don't want to be around no niggas with
No,
guns. If I gotta go somewhere and
no.
it's niggas need to, hey, I gotta have it on me. I don't need to be there. And the best defense I'm playing right now is not putting myself in play, right?
If
But
yes, yes.
right, you feel me? So I've been saying lately that you know I still do something to you, niggas. Only dormant. It ain't dead. You feel me? I'm saying it's just dormant, nigga. You feel me? Like a rhino grazing on grass in the corner. I'm minding my own business. But I got a horn, nigga. You rile me up and throw something at me, I'm gonna come kill something. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, like, and I understand that when you trying to change, that be like a lot of your biggest tests come when you trying to be something different, right? So,
Yeah.
personally,
And I tell people all the time, like you saved because I'm saved.
right, all time. I'm gonna use that. I'm feeling that. That's mine now. I'm taking that.
Yes,
I'm taking it,
yes. You
right?
saved because
So,
I'm saved.
so look, so if people was tapping into Ebony Barksdale right now, just from a personal standpoint, right? This is a twofold question. Where you at personally in your life? 'Cause I mean, you already said that you on. I don't want to call you an incel because I know that's past you. You said fuck niggas, because niggas is fuck
No,
niggas.
I love my man. I just, that was before. I mean, it was never fuck niggas. Let's get that.
Okay,
But
all right.
I was not gonna tolerate like that stuff. My dad and them and my brother and them was. I would not tolerate. I wasn't gonna tolerate that. That's all that was.
Okay,
I wasn't the one or the two for that.
so you
Um,
so you fuck with us.
Absolutely.
Okay, so where are you at in your life right now when it comes to love?
I'm still. I'm waiting on my Boaz.
She called it the Bible. Listen, if you want to be on AZ, go look it up.
Yeah,
Listen,
I'm looking for my. I'm waiting on my Boaz, and when I look at it, and then I just look at relationships like a car now. So I say, I know I need, in order for a car to run, you need an engine. I know what my engine is, and so when guys try to pop off, I mean, they just look at this, like that. No one never even know that I've been to jail. No, none of that stuff. They don't know. No one knows those things, and they wouldn't think of those things either just by looking. So right. So men or grown boys, I'll say grown boys, I can say men, grown boys, they be like predators. So, they come with their mask for a minute, and after a couple, 2, 3 weeks, you ain't dancing to their tune, then you know what I mean? What's next? So, but like I said, I'm just waiting on my Boaz at this point. I'm waiting for my engine. I
okay,
done, I
look,
done had transmissions. I done had transmissions. I done had the gas tanks. I done had all those things. And I think now, just the way with society is, men think that they top tier because they have X amount of money, so you can do what you want to do. Not here. I'll be by myself before I tolerate.
okay, look, I gotta give you some pushback on that. Let me zoom us in. Listen, I gotta give you some pushback. I fuck with you. Your truth is your truth. That don't mean I'm whatever you want it. I can't deny it. Right now, it's a gender war going on. The only people you see online that's versing each other is black men and black women.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see the Mexicans do it. You don't see the whites do it. You don't see the Asians do it.
Absolutely.
Right, right. So when you put a target on a man's back and make it like you're all encompassing, it's horrible. But men do it all the time in music, in media, and whatever, right? But what I've been on lately is this, and you already said it. What's the deal breaker for you? Say you meet the perfect man, but monogamy ain't his thing. He ain't your perfect man.
I'm out of here.
Okay, look. I just want to break something down to you now. Fuck my game. I'm just gonna break something down to you. From the Bible that you quote a Boaz out of to your father, biologically, I don't know how many men you can name on earth that you ever known that was truly monogamous, right? You might see a couple, and you might be like, ooh, that he's a good man, because you ain't seen whatever the fuck they really going through. But I'm just saying, if you can actually name men that you know for sure, 110%, that you wasn't fucking with, right? And say, that nigga's truly monogamous, right? We go to King Solomon, we go to King David, we go to almost every creature in the Bible, almost every character.
Yeah, in the Old Testament, yeah, you're right. In the Old Testament, but
I'm just saying, from insects to animals, right? To almost every, I'm just saying, and I'm not saying this because I'm trying to tout for the players, the bitch ass niggas, the philanderers, the adulterers. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that when I talk to women, and I'm not saying because I'm a foul nigga or a good nigga, I'm just stating facts. Most men, right, that you run into, including your own father, that you love or loved and looked up to and probably want to emulate, right, were not monogamous. When you look to the Bible, the good book, people that love the Bible, whatever it is, or any other spiritual text, when they talk about the men in it, they were not monogamous. Kings though. Kings that got their name in the Bible, they was able to get on the list for us to know about them, right? We're not monogamous. But in America, and I want you to do one thing before I'm gonna let you respond. I want you to, after we get off this show, I want you to go to your chat GPT, Gemini, whatever you use, and look up the difference between what Africans deem love to be, right, and marriage and whatever else, and what Europeans deem it to be. And most things that we think about right now on earth, me and you, is Americanized, meaning it's European, right? Family in our structure of Africanism, because you black, family is the main tent pole in marriage and love and whatever else. Not monogamy, right? Because where we from, a man might have multiple wives. He's not, it don't matter Islam, Buddha, Christian, none of that. But it ain't like if a nigga on the under, if he cheating on the low, if he playing you. Nah, fuck them niggas. We talking about acceptance of that role. He take care of his family. He's a good father. He's a good husband. You get along with the other spouse. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that you have to do any of that. I'm just saying that traditionally, your bloodline does not reap what you sowing right now, right? Because you might be the perfect wife, the perfect friend, the perfect confidant, but your deal breaker is American. It's not even black.
I hear you.
I'm just saying.
I know. I thought, well, then I'll just be a single old chick until I die, right?
I don't know if that's your deal breaker. That's
I mean, if that's what it has to be, you know what I'm saying? I don't care for the politics or the whole. I understand where you're coming from. I was having a conversation with somebody about this same thing, as far as having multiple children's mom, and they all stand in one in that community, because now the children are being loved properly. They're not only they got bonus moms, so right. I understand that. I don't care for it, and maybe it's just right. Because how it was demonstrated to me.
On top. I agree. But imagine if your mama was like, nigga, my nigga, as long as he come home, do what he do, take care of the babies, do this, do that, and he was able to be that man, right? He probably would have been the ultimate father to you, to where you wouldn't have felt whatever you felt about men, and you wouldn't have made bad choices. So I'm saying to you that I'm not trying to sway your opinion on that, and I'm not even saying I'm right. I'm just saying that a lot of times we stand in stuff that do with social constructs and stuff that's on earth that was given to us by a society that doesn't give a fuck about me and you. They stripped our knowledge. They gave you even the Bible.
Right.
They gave you a knowledge based on spirituality, education, finance, whatever else, right? And they gave it to you because they wanted you to follow that. As an almost 50-year-old woman right now, you might be walking around right now with minimal original thought. Like as a black woman right now, you may be walking the earth right now a half a century old almost, right? Still look at no disrespect, you don't look like you half a century old, right? And you might not really walk around and go like, you know what? I thought this, I know nobody else thought it. I'm gonna teach it to other people because it's my thought. Right? So that means that from the Pledge of Allegiance to Christopher Columbus sailing the 7 seas, to Thanksgiving, to Christmas, to Valentine's Day, to Easter, to taxes, to whatever else, it was all given to you. When we were slaves on the plantation, the Bible said, there was a quote in the Bible that said, what you do to your slaves. You know what I'm saying? And the slave masters interpreted that and gave us that knowledge and have us rocking like that. I'm only saying this to you just because I feel like you're enlightened. And I don't mean that you got to let a nigga run over you. And I don't mean that you got to go against your own standards. I'm just saying that it's food for thought, because let's say a man rock up in your life and he's the epitome of everything that you want. But it's this one thing. He got 10 things that's dope and awesome, and you fuck with him. Right? But it's this one thing, you like, nigga, that's the deal breaker, I'm good. And that's the difference between happiness and despair. And you choose despair not because you thought that from when you was 1 year old to 50, oh, sorry about that, 47, 48, right? Right?
Right. Get it together, 46.
Oh, my bad. You were youngster. My bad. 46, right? Right? Because right. But I'm saying, I don't want to go too deep on that, but I'm just saying that, like in my world, I'm just saying in my world, I'm not always, I went to prison for taking somebody's life, right? So I'm not the guy that just walk around like I'm wholesome and like I know everything, and that my redemption might lead me to whatever, if it's a heaven in the sky and a hell below. I don't know where I'm going. But while I'm here, I want to enlighten those and free the slaves, and sometimes I got to sacrifice a lot of myself. Like sometimes I got to rock through and I'm mad at people, I'm hurt, or I feel like I don't really got the proper support, but I know I ain't did all the right things in life. So maybe I got to eat shit for a minute to get to this path. So I wouldn't want you to miss out on a free lunch because you tell me what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I'm going to just say this, for, you know, even with starting this healing process, right? God, I'm going to say, because I believe in God, God has allowed me to see a different caliber of men.
Okay.
So what I once used to see or thought that this is what I dealt with them, and I knew they never was what I wanted them to be.
Right.
So now the things the seeds that I've been planting are now starting to be reaped, because now I'm being introduced to these type of men now. So
right.
It back to that Bible part where you talking about the kings and all that. It also says because of the jealousy, just like with Abraham, Sarai, and Hagar, that jealousy that comes in that part with having multiple women. They didn't talk about it with the kings, because the kings, they married women, and then the women just sat back until they wanted them, kind of like a prostitute. If you want to ask me, you come when I'm ready, when I want to see you.
Right.
You know, so those are different. They're different aspects of relationships.
Right.
Versus Abraham and Sarai, like they were actually like in love. So, and he was with her, like, you know, that was.
Yeah, but even when Solomon wrote Song of Songs, that was like a love story. So we know. Look. Remember, King David sent a nigga to the front line to get murked because he coveted his wife. Right. So I'm saying that. But also, just to give us a baseline, understand that the kings were it in the Bible for themselves. So remember, the King James Version of the Bible has already been interpreted many times before the Bible that we kind of fuck with right now, right?
Right.
Even we go to the Vatican, remember that's based in Christ, Christianity, Catholicism. The Knights Templar was murdering shit for secrets and whatever. My whole point in saying it to you is that you go with your heart. If your heart says, I only want my man to be with me, and I'm only gonna be with him, and that's it. That's your heart. Only you own that. Don't listen to me, but I'm saying, I will tell you, don't do it because of something that you feel like you read, because they told you.
No, it's not nothing I read. This is something deep down. And like I said, just the whole upbringing thing. Like for me, that's really where that comes from. And I really don't read the King James. I have the Ethiopian Bible as well. So it's not. It has nothing.
Don't act like you up there with your Ethiopian Bible, bro. Don't try to act like you. Don't try to.
But I mean, it's just me.
No, and I appreciate.
I didn't like it. I didn't like the hurt that none of the women had to go through because they love this one person. I mean, you said that
in the beginning, though. No, you said that, so I can respect it. See, like another form, I'll be like, man, this bitch, she's saying anything. No, but you said that. No, you said that in the beginning. You said that your pops made you hate men, and you didn't understand.
I didn't say he made me hate men. I said he made me not respect them.
I thought you.
Like, as far as, and I ain't gonna say men because I can't say men because men are different than grown boys. You have grown boys and then
you can say that at first, but I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna listen.
I know that. So now I have to retract that. So let me retract that, okay? So you know what I'm saying. So it was a difference, but no. And I've been telling my dad, like, I was like, Dad, I release you from certain the hurt and the pain that you caused not only me but my mom, and because of you, I had no respect for men.
Right.
And I told him that. And me and him had that conversation. I mean, we had a conversation. Like he apologized. And,
okay. It's big.
And that was big. You know what I'm saying? That was big. But he would never know. He would have never know if I wouldn't have said that.
No, but I'm gonna tell you something. No, as a man raising a baby right now, I can see myself apologizing for a lot of shit when she able to go, nigga, what was that? And I'm going, you know what, baby, I ain't gonna lie. Cause my baby. Look, I'll be hard on her. I'm her disciplinarian right now. But she could come kiss me. I'm like, I ain't gonna even lie. Like I'm soft. Like I'm hard, but it's like another side, right? But I want to say this, right? Don't mind me, right? I'm just, this is just what I do. I'm gonna tell you something. This is what I want to, because we like an hour in, the conversation been seamless. Like what you record, we unscripted. We an hour in, it's dope. But I would love for us to like wrap it up on this level. But I want to ask you something that's like important to like our people, but especially your gender, especially because it's gender war, right? If you could, put together a couple of sentences or thoughts about empowering women, right? The power of discernment and what it means to be a woman, especially a black woman. And what, if you could say, let's say this clip go viral. What would you say to your people, to your kind right now, in order for us to either A, get it together, or B, understand who we are as a people? Because we lost in who we are.
People or it's women?
Women.
Just women? I think it's just more so the hurt part of things, and so we're responding from our survival mode. And I think once we're able to actually heal, then there won't be so much comparing and competing. If we can come together as women, maybe we can hold our men accountable. But long as we got women out here, I don't owe her no, I don't owe her shit. If I want her man, I'm gonna sleep with her man. Oh, bitch, I fucked your man. And all these Cardi B, Red, what's her name? I don't even know that. People, all these people, you know what I'm saying? We need more women that's teaching these younger generations how to be women, how to love on your man, how to respect your man. and just hold. And then, I think men too, with us holding y'all accountable, we're not aggressive. We're not, y'all want us to be like Becky a little bit.
I feel like y'all ultra aggressive right now. But go ahead.
Oh God. I mean, even even if I try to say something just as small, it still comes off wrong because we already perceived in that way, or they're the angry Black women, and it comes from not only the other side of the people, but even our own men.
Do you feel like
we have conversations with our men without them feeling like we're being ultra aggressive?
Do you feel like there's a gender war right now amongst our people?
It's been one for a long time.
Okay.
All our life. I mean, especially since slavery, it's always been that it's been that separation. And I just think, especially on our West Coast side, even though we didn't, our slavery was a little bit different, we still have that slave mentality.
Yes, I
agree.
We
got the house. We over here, we got it bad. We got more house nigga, field nigga mentality. It's crazy.
Right.
It's so crazy. I just think we need to come together. I just think, as women, we can be more empowerment, and so that's why, again, that's why I got the whole women reset, rise, and rebuild. I don't believe in a man come in my inbox, and I know you got a woman. Please get out of my inbox.
Right.
It's not fair game for me. I don't want to see another woman hurt. That's just me.
Right. I'm top. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm for the people. You know what I'm saying? Right? Yeah. So, look, we're going to end it on this. You know what I'm saying? It's Black August. Rest in peace, George Jackson, Fred Hampton. All the revolutionaries is August 7th. For those that don't understand what Black August means, look up George Jackson. Just hashtag it or whatever. Look up the from the Black Panther movement to the Black Guerrilla Family movement to shit that happened in Marine Court when a motherfucker tried to free the slaves. Assata Shakur, rest in peace. All that shit, like this, all really our month. Black History Month is American. Black August is ours. Juneteenth once was ours, but they took that over now too because that's commercialized. You get a federal holiday.
Absolutely.
Right. So we appreciate Ebony Barksdale for showing up. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's a month overdue, but I'm gonna give you a pass. I ain't gonna talk about the past. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Right?
Life has been lifing, and like things has been happening, like getting a business going.
Tell us about the business. What's the business?
So much stuff. So I told you. I said August. I got you, and we here.
Let us know about
the business. Right on time. What do you mean? Right on time. Black
I apologize. So look, when we end it, before we get up out of here, shout yourself out, shout your Instagram, your TikTok, whatever socials, and let us know what you own, what you doing, and what's next.
Oh, I think Instagram is _Eb the Realist. My Facebook page is Ebony Barksdale. I also have a Facebook page, Women Reset, Rise, and Rebuild, and also Pathway to Hope Foundation. That's independent living, shared housing for women coming out of prison, women that may have experienced homelessness, or just women had challenging backgrounds that just need a new start.
Okay. Follow Ebony Barksdale, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what, I'm damn near honorary family at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm damn near in the tribe, right? What I would love for, I'm going to try to clip this part to all the siblings, the brothers and sisters. If it's family reunions pending, if it's a phone call that need to be made, shout out to my Gammy that's been going through some, my grandmother, been going through some stuff with health right now. And me relinking with my brothers, my dad, I didn't talk to him for like 20-some years, and then talked to him 2 days before he died. I got a son right now that I don't talk to. Well, sorry, I'm lying. I've attempted to talk to him, but he don't talk to me. 20-some years old, my junior, same name as me, Nisaiah Perry. I love you, son. Come holler at me. Life is too short. Let's get it.
It is too short.
You know what I'm saying? Because even when you're a youngster in this age, you might die. But on that level, just know that the murder rate is lowest than it ever been. The OG still was murking shit more than you little niggas, bro. You niggas just nuisances. You niggas ain't really killing shit. Get it together. Man.
Well, they done killed all they can kill, or they in jail.
I don't know, right? So we know. Shout out to Ebony Barksdale. Whenever you want to pull up, we got new podcasts, new broadcasts, a lot of shit going on. So whenever you want to pull up, I'm pretty sure Niche gonna pull up on you anyway. There's some other broadcasting going on. Shout out to all the Barksdales, the brothers. You know I know all y'all. I love all y'all. It's all good. Any shout
I
outs?
love all my family. I love my brothers.
Okay.
You know, I love my whole family. Like, I mean, they doing. And I want to shout out to my cousin. She has a Auntie Keisha's Kitchen, so y'all go check her out in Sacramento as well.
Okay, all right, shout out to all that, man. We appreciate you though, Ebony, for pulling up, finally, you know what I'm saying, and making your presence felt, telling your perspective, free but not free, man. At the end of the day, we want to know, man, who do you love?
Absolutely. I appreciate you having me.
Yes, we already know. Appreciate
All
you,
right.
Ebony. We gonna sign off.
Peace.
For sure. Why would you get on?